Okay, I'm here today to show you exactly how you would use GreenLake for block storage with the Alletra MP. So I'm starting here at a screen. This is our cloud console. This is actually the GreenLake portion that has a lot of everything, compute ops management and ops ramp, Aruba Central, and sustainability and insight center. But what I'm interested in right now is actually our data services storage. So we'll go in here. And there's really going to be two tabs that we're interested in. There are plenty of others that are of perfect use, but right now I just want to get into block storage is where we're going to be allocating our storage and where we're going to be doing our snapshots. And then there's Data Ops Manager, which is where we'll be creating our host groups and our hosts. So we'll actually start off here. The first thing I'm going to do is create a host group. So you can see right now there's 18 hosts. You can also see in here the capacity and performance. Like I said, performance is something that's available in this thing. So this guy here is S1 Block 01. He's the king of using performance, and he's still getting pretty good response times. So that's the amazing thing about this array. It's spectacular at performance, and it's very simple to do things. So if we go in here to the dashboard, I can go over and I can say data access. Who accesses data but hosts, right? And that's what I want to create. So we'll go in there. I'm going to click on this little plus thing here, and I'm going to add a new host group. It's going to be called G49 host group FC. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom. If I can, let's see here. How's this? Can I possibly? There we go. I have to create an actual host. And that's what we'll call it. It's got an operating system of, well, it should be at the bottom here, Windows Server. And we're going to have our worldwide names. There's one of them. And I just bring them across. I'm going to come back and I'm going to get another one to paste in there. Okay, and we're going to bring that one across as well. And we'll say next. And yeah, that looks about right. There we go. So that should be getting created. So now if I go over here, this generally does this pretty quickly. So if I do a search for G49, and there it is. See, host group, 2 initiators. So that all worked correctly. Okay, so now we're going to want to go over to this area here where we could drop down and we have all the other choices that we had before, only smaller. But now I'm going to go, like I said before, to block storage. And now you see we have 19 hosts. We had 18 before. So now we're going to go and I could just click here on volumes. That'll bring me into the storage area. And I can add, choose a storage tier of GreenLake for block storage. My workload, call it Windows File Server. Here we go. The name of the volume is going to be G49, fiber channel volume 1. Number is going to be 1. Volume size, 45 gigabytes. Which host group? Host group 49. Protection policy, we're not going to select one of those right now. And if everything went okay, we should have something pop up here. Site block 02 or 1. It's giving us a choice here. These are two things that were recommended. I'll stick with 2. No, you know what? Let's do 1. Why not? Alright, so here we could do QoS. It's quality of service, right? We could go in an IOPS limit, or we could go in with a throughput limit. So these are a couple of different ways you could do things. What might you use that for? Well, stop somebody from running away and using a million IOPS, or maybe just you want to charge people for going over certain amounts of performance. The auto run ID is fine. Just make sure we're not stepping on any numbers. It makes life easy. So we're looking okay here, and I'll just submit. And we've started to create a volume. That's good. Alright, so now we should just have to go, or we could go into the actual array to have a look at it. So here we go. We're going to go into, I chose 1, right? Yeah, I think so. So now we're going to go into advanced, and we'll say, yeah, we can keep going. I know where I'm going. And then I've got my array credentials here. Okay, so I'm going to go to storage. I just want to check and make sure that my volume was made on the array itself. This is actually the array. We are not in the Cloud Console. We're direct into the array. And there it is, our fully exported G49 fiber channel volume 1. Alright, so that's great. I'm going to go back, and back. I want to get back into my console here. Okay, so now I think the next thing I could do is actually go on the host. So I'm going to start up an RDP. It's taken a little longer than I would like, but it popped up. Okay, that's good. Get a password in there. Okay, I'll tell it not to save the password because that would be bad. Okay, now I'm going to make this big so we can see things. This is disk management tools. So you can see we already have roughly a 45 gig disk on here. But we're going to rescan disks, and we should see another disk. There it is right here. So if I right click, I put it online. And then, pretty quickly, you can right-click again and initialize the disk. And again, pretty quickly, you can go in here and new simple volume. Make it full size, why not? And we're going to make it M, because, I don't know, I like M. It's funny how it says E in here, but it is actually M. So, not sure why it does that. It's a bit of a glitch. Because now if I go in, say, Tools here, and then I go to PC, you'll see there is an M. There is no E. So we got nothing in here, but if we go back into that Tools thing, and I go to Disk Tools, alright, so down here I'm going to tell it I want it to go to M. And I only want 5, not 50, because 50 is a lot of files. So I have to lift this up a little bit. and create. If you look at them, you should see these are starting to be made. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the Cloud Console, and we're going to go back and we're going to look at the the storage, right? But I want to look at the storage from that host. So it's G49. Okay, now you can look at protection on it, and we have no protection right now, but if I go right here to Actions and I say take a volume snapshot, I can call it G, that's an F, we'll call it G49 snapper, and it has to be read-write if you want them to be able to pick it up. It'll expire after 1 day, just in case I get bored and forget about it. I'm not going to lock it because then nobody could take it off. Right, there we go. So we have a snapshot that's been initiated. So we can now go back to our host. And back to our host. Come on, there we go. And I'm a silly administrator, so whoops, I accidentally, unceremoniously deleted some files, and it turned out we needed those files. I don't know, that was payroll. So what we're going to do is we'll go back to the array. We'll go here and we will export this to the array. I'm not going to restore it. Restoring it would require that we take the other volume offline. You don't necessarily want to do that. I like to just export it. That way if there was any other changes made and you just want some files, you can do that. So now G49 host group, that's correct. AutoLun ID, that's perfect. And now we've started exporting it. Let's go back to the host again. Okay, we're going to go back to the disks, and I will rescan. I should see a new disk here, and we always just have to take it online. And that seems like it always grabs E just automatically, which is fine. So now if we go in here, this PC, and we go to E, you'll see all 5 of those files. So we can just take these and copy them, go back to M, and paste them in, and it's like nothing ever happened. So with that, that's pretty much what I've got for you here. I mean, it's, you know, what more could you ask for in just a couple of minutes? All right, thank you very much.